I've often heard it said that a bad day on the water is better than a good day at work. And although I completely agree with that statement, that does not make the bad day on the water any better. Hi, I'm Chuck McDonald. This is Freedom Wanderer, and today I'm taking you on my adventure out spearfishing for the first time in 2025. Come along and join me. My really bad day got a lot better in the end. I'm joining the guys at Express Water Sports out for a beautiful dive today just outside of Merle's Inlet. Beautiful sunrise, great crew, a fun crowd to be around. So what could go wrong? I'm a scuba diver who loves the ocean, the salt water, salty air. I love shipwrecks, I love spearfishing. But there's only one problem: seasickness. I fight it all the time. And on this day, there wasn't enough Dramamine to make me feel any better. About halfway out on our 18-mile trip, I started feeling it. And it got worse and worse. So as soon as we got anchored, I hit the water. Luckily, the boat wasn't too full. There was only about 15 divers. I was able to be the first one in the water. And when I hit the water, I thought everything would be better. Although my seasickness did go away, I started having a headache, and I never have headaches. It was kind of weird. So even pushing through the uncomfortableness, I had a dive plan. I was the first one in the water, and I wanted to get over to this barge. I'm on a artificial reef known as the Goldfinch, and you can see there's a rope that I follow, and it leads me over to this barge, which I knew if I could get there first. There's a lot of grouper on this barge, and my mission today was actually to get a nice sized grouper. So as I get to the barge, my first dive is always just trying to get comfortable, get my buoyancy right, make sure everything's okay. So I'm doing that. But I know the center of the barge has collapsed, and that's where a lot of fish hang out. So I make my way down the side, and I come up over the top looking into this area that's collapsed, looking for some fish. I know it's hard to tell, but I'm lining up here on a nice sized grouper. just off in the distance. The visibility is a little low, but I finally get a good shot and I take it. And unfortunately, my bad day just got a whole lot worse. Grouper goes under this piece of metal, wiggles around a few times, and tears right off and swims in front of me, even though the camera doesn't pick it up, and kind of just tortures me and goes off. So I'll be honest here, I'm cutting a lot of footage out, but I spent a few minutes, several minutes, fighting with my spear gun. For me, I was having a bad day already, and I was trying to load my spear gun super quick to maybe get another shot on another grouper, or at least find the same one I just shot. And I left my bands hanging down below the gun. This spear gun, I'm supposed to put them up, put my spear gun in, wrap my line up, pull my bands down. And for some reason, my bad day just keeps getting worse. I fight and fight and fight with this spear gun for a good 5 or 6 minutes, just wasting time, wasting air, and getting more and more frustrated. I finally calm myself down to the point I figure it out. And I get everything set up. I get everything ready to go. I pull my first band back, and something didn't feel right. So I looked and I noticed right at the very tip of my spear gun, the band is not seated correctly. So I realized that, and I'm like, okay, I got to fix that. Well, as soon as I pull it to release it and fix it, of course, a band breaks. So needless to say, my bad day is continually getting even badder. And I know badder doesn't sound like the right word there, but on a day like today, I don't think anything's going to describe how bad the day was getting. So I get my one band loaded, and I know I can at least shoot fish, but my next issue is I'm down to about 1,500 PSI. Now, if you're a scuba diver, you understand that. I started with 3,000. I'm now down to 1,500, which means I'm halfway through my air, and I still haven't started headed back to the anchor line. So I put it in gear. Now, I'm not distressed to the point I think there's an issue, but I do realize I don't have much time to waste, so I need to be moving on purpose. And I do. I get back to the line from the barge to the goldfinch and start pulling myself along. I see another diver, and if you can tell in the video, I am pulling myself a lot faster than he's just casually swimming. As I'm going along, I noticed on these two structures off to my left in the sand a couple of nice sized sheepsheads. Now again, I'm not pushing my limits. I know I don't have time to waste, so I take one quick shot and I land a pretty nice sheepshead. So I am grateful that a really bad dive started looking a little bit better. Let me tell you, the surface interval time between dives was no walk in the park, buddy. I fought seasickness like I don't think I have in a very long time. Nothing I did helped. Luckily, I didn't Ralph anything up, but man, I spent my entire time just trying to sit still, close my eyes, relax, and could not wait to get into the water for my second dive. But the second dive turned out pretty good. If you're not a scuba diver, on these charter dives, what we have is we go out, we set up, we have 2 tanks, so we get 2 dives. And in between those dives is called surface interval time. This is my second dive. I've done my surface interval, trying my best not to puke my guts up. But I'm a lot calmer on this one. I have decided to just stay around the goldfinch and not push my limits anymore. I did see a lot of fish. The boat had already got its maximum amount of gags, so even though I was seeing gags, I didn't shoot anymore. And I've cut a lot of this footage out of me just slowly moving around. So I'm just slowly coming along, and I see these 2 sheepsheads in front of me. And I take a shot and totally missed an up-close chance at a good-sized sheephead. I quickly reload my spear gun because the 2 fish are staying around. They didn't run off, which is kind of strange. So I get ready, I get going, get my spear gun set up, and something I had never seen before in my life happened. The biggest of the 2 sheepsheads came right into my spear gun, head on, looking me right in the face. And I didn't want to take a unicorn shot, so I patiently waited and waited and waited. And this fish turns and gives me the perfect shot. Again, I didn't want to bore you to death with just scuba diving footage when I wanted to show you the catch, clean, and cook on this one. I will be doing another video just on the scuba diving and explaining more about the goldfinch. So there you have it, my bad day. A bad case of seasickness, a headache that I rarely ever get, a nice grouper tears off, and I ended up not getting the fish. I break a band on my spear gun. I burn a lot of air just struggling on my first dive. But I ended up with 2 sheepsheads. So it's not a bad day, to be honest. So trust me, I am so grateful for these 2 fish. And now it's time to clean them up and cook them. So I'll see you in the kitchen. A real simple preparation this time. I decided on tacos. So the next day I get the stuff for tacos, and I pan-sear our sheep's head, cut it into taco-sized portions. I got some mango salsa from a local Lowe's food store, which is a grocery store, and they make amazing mango salsa. Green onions, avocado. I chose to put this sriracha, creamy sriracha on mine. I really love. I made some of my soy sauce and sweet Thai chili sauce with green onions in it for others, and used these smaller tortillas that I really like to make some banging tacos. And there you have it. I ate 4, just in case you were wondering. So it is true, I will agree, a bad day on the water is better than a good day at work. But that was a bad day. Man, I was sick, headache, couldn't get comfortable. Just one of those days. But I think it was better said, Captain Ryan said, it's the bad days that make us appreciate the good days. And now that's the truth. I really appreciate the good days out on the water now. So listen, I really appreciate you being here with me, joining me today for this video, taking time out of your day to hang out with me. Remember, friend, life is an adventure. You gotta get off of the couch and go live it. So I'll see you in the next adventure. And hey, if you haven't seen any other of my other catch, clean, and cooks, my very first one, I did it a year ago. I'll leave it for you right there. And hey, if you just like scuba diving, I'll leave you one right here for scuba diving. And you can always just subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. Thanks, friends.